Hey everyone, Jason here. Internet safety, I mean, obviously it's important as an educator because you can help keep your kids out of trouble and keep them safe. Obviously, kids don't a lot of times understand how dangerous it can be to talk to somebody who they don't know, or if they're going to strange websites, things like that. That could, I mean, even something as simple as a virus that can help track you or, find information about you could be dangerous to a little kid. As an adult, I send a virus out and get it on some other kid's computer. I can start figuring out where they live. I can figure out information about that kid, and then in the future take advantage of them if I was, that kind of person. Um, Teaching internet safety, I'll probably actually use a lot of that little the net resources or the was it the net smarts videos that we used. I actually really like the fact that they keep the videos pretty short so the kids will be interested, and they have multiple videos for that are designed for kids of all ages to understand. But there's also other websites and other resources we can use. I mean, you might be able to read some stuff off the FBI website that we talked about, or and just be vigilant with your students while you're there. I think that's probably the main thing is just be very vigilant. Teach them a little bit about keep them on certain sites, and you know most of the time I feel like the school I substitute at, the IT guys have pretty much everything blocked except a small window of sites to try to help kids also. Um, After exploring the NetSmart and the Teaching Digital Citizens program, I feel like yeah, it is. It's relevant and useful, and like I said, I think the most what I felt like was the most relevant is the fact that they had on that site you can go. There's videos for all ages, and they're short little videos. So like the teenagers, I went through and watched some of it. You can they have real life stories of people on there that have been taken or been followed. The little kids, the young kids that has short little cartoons that we can show them just to kind of start teaching them about the cloud and how your information's always out there and things like that. I know there was one video that I happened to watch where one of the real life stories where a girl had quote unquote met a guy online, and eventually she gave him a little peep show with her camera, and then he started using that to get more peep shows. He was recording those shows and then basically exploiting her, saying, "Hey, if you don't do things for me on the internet or on this camera, then I'm going to tag all your friends in your photos and send out all these nude photos you've been sending me, or send out these videos of things you probably shouldn't be doing that'll disappoint everybody." And I mean, of course, once the kid starts sending more and more and more, all the person on the other end is doing is just building up a bigger data, or building up a bigger file on this girl, so that when she does finally rebel, he's got more info. I mean, he's got tons of stuff now instead of just one or two videos. Um, the the FBI website, like I thought it had some pretty good stuff on it. After I read it, the introduction, and I like how it talks about things you can find. If you child pornography, if you see it on there, if your child's spending large amounts of time. One of the things that we always do with my kid at home personally is if he has a computer, it has to be like up against a wall where he's facing a wall effectively. And at any time, it's really easy for my wife and I to walk up behind him without us knowing it. That being said, we really don't give him too much time. But no, the FBI website even um, talks about a lot of stuff. I felt like that even as teachers, even though it's for quote unquote parents, I think as teachers, it's something that we could use or learn from.